Hey, I'm going to playtest Shadow Dungeon by Cat. I absolutely, when I saw it, I can't believe my eyes how amazing this art style is. I absolutely love this art style and anything that is in the game actually. It claims a lot of things to have an unreadable number of pieces of equipment. They look great though and stuff. A lot of builds and spells and stuff. I think I gotta try it. Okay. This is the remind. Quick, get to the point introduction. So first thing I'm thinking is I would like to zoom in a little bit. And second thing is I'm a little bit disappointed, but I already saw it in the trailer about the character. He does have a different art style than the NPC standing around. But it might be the trade-off of the game. I'm gonna okay, I can immediately use a portal. Let's see what I can do here. Hmm. There is an arrow here. It was a little bit not easy to see. Okay, we'll just start with this. I think I'm not able to melee. The melee skill, I'm not sure if it's intended, if it works, but the way the game looks, I would understand that it is an... oh, it's empty. Empty quick launch bar. Okay. This looks a lot like confusing thing a little bit that you maybe don't recognize right away that it is not a melee skill. So as expected, the enemies look amazing. And I have to say they look much better than the main character for now. At least it kind of feels like it, which is of course an important matter. One super important thing, of course, is how the main character is animated, and because you have your eyes on your character very often, or you identify with him a bit, and I think there could be more tweaked about the way maybe the feet connect to the ground. And the overall, maybe even the overall animation. I feel like the enemies are way better animated, like those skeletons down there, their idle animation looks pretty fluid, but my characters, I still feel like he's kind of like he's kind of um well, he's there's simply some dynamic of the some dynamics of the human movement missing, like the way the chest doesn't move up and down, and I totally see it. Like they are not, they can be like this because they are reanimated, but the main character, like the running animation, is feels too, well, not very dynamic. Stiff is what I wanted to say. Okay, maybe there is more blood for characters, of course, because I just noticed that my spell doesn't really start at the tip of my weapon. So I think that's kind of maybe quite a deal visually, or maybe the game just keeps it like this and depends on other aspects more. I could some equipment. The auras and effects are absolutely fantastic regarding their visuals. Oh, I see. The characters don't have you don't see equipped items set on the character. Okay. So I assume that that's in the works. So the characters are probably in works still. So what I miss like a little bit, what I miss a little bit is a little bit more feedback when my spells hit the enemies. Like when I use, what is this spell? This spell is Spare of Vengeance. So I feel like when my I mean it's just the beginning level 1 spell. But I feel like it could feel more like really feeling hitting the enemies with it. It feels a little bit soft when the enemies get hit. It's like I think what would help it most would be probably just a, well, maybe a stronger audio effect feedback or some small animations on the enemies. I mean, there are animations, but I'm not sure when they are triggered now. It just kind of feels a little bit soft. Maybe it's just the nature of the spells and I'm overanalyzing it. That is also possible. Let's try the next spells first to see the difference. What I mean, like I would like to shred through the enemies with my spell. So I'm obviously already missing the default hotkeys for inventory and stuff like that. Is there something here? Inventory, oh, it's E. Right, okay, so it's just next to the movement, which is quite refreshing. Okay. Can I see him here or can I see that? Nope. Well, so some tutorial things are of course not obvious right away. Like all the hotkeys, because the GUI it also doesn't show tooltips or else. Maybe I missed a tutorial even. Maybe I should go to town and check if I missed a tutorial there. I just went to the first portal. I don't even know what I'm doing here actually. So maybe I just skipped some introduction, or there is no introduction. Oh, that's a mastery already on I would expect something more interesting at this point than just strengthening my minions. I mean, it feels like there's a lot to come, but I would absolutely like to test something else. Sorry for that. Okay, wait. So I'm gonna test a scroll now. I wanna go back to town. What's absolutely non-existent so far is the usage of I didn't have to use a single mana potion so far. So it's kind of, I don't want to say it's a easy beginning, but maybe it's the utilization of potions is intended for later game. That's also possible. Also, you don't always wanna annoy the player, maybe with all the time empty mana, but that's how it usually starts. That you have to kind of fight your way through uh, to to more to a bigger mana pool, so you have also the feeling of accomplishment with your character. It doesn't have to last long, I think, but maybe sometime till you get to the point that you have enough mana. What's a bracelet? I wanna go back to town. A random challenge scroll. Trial grounds. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, wow. Yeah, I still wanna go back to town. Oh, that might be it. I started on the... I didn't switch the skill trees. There it is. Teleportation scroll, 9 of them. Looks kinda small. I would kinda make the portal a bit larger. It doesn't... It's just weird. I hope that there are maybe plans to have the main character the same art style, because they look just better. Just better. So I would like to maybe figure out, is there a quest or something to do actually? I do like from the beginning, I did like the dialogue boxes. It's easily readable. It looks a little bit, maybe a little bit, the proportions are a little bit in shifted, I guess, but there's no reason to have such a distance between the border and the text, I think. Can I find another character now to look? Okay, I cannot. Okay, weaponsmith doesn't have any function yet. So the padding doesn't need to be is huge, but it was quick, responsive, and read very easily. I would totally show the art in the in the comparing windows, at least for the currently equipped weapons to maybe too quickly, but you kind of learn it. To be honest, you learn that your equipped stuff is always on the left. Wait, it is not, right? That's what I was thinking. It's not, it depends on, so maybe just added the graphics for the equipped stuff, or give it a I don't know, some orangey border or so, just so you always quickly see what you're comparing. It's just hard to remember. I gotta think about it every time again, that the left one is my weapon actually. So this. But okay, I didn't make much money. Oh, I just throw it out. I thought I was selling stuff. How do I? Okay. Can I? Is there a quick? Okay. Okay, so there is not much more to the map, I think, at the moment. I wouldn't know. Where to go at the moment. Maybe there is not really any place, but I see a cave up there, I think. Misty Plains. I like how snappy the... Okay, what did I get here? Okay, this is chapter 1, Misty Plains. Like how, I like the loading screen. I like the loading screen. It could change maybe the pictures later. But everything, the loading is pretty quick and fluid, feels fluid. Okay, let's check out another. Very nice spell. I would actually consider putting the priest, was it? Priest maybe on the first position, because picking up this spell first is way more fun. Not just because of the pierce, not just because of the animation and the effect, which is way more attack effective visually, but also because the piercing simply isn't so. Piercing just pierces through, kind of feels like there isn't much more to it in the beginning. Again, I'd wish for a stronger damage feedback, I would like to see some effect on the enemies, some kind of maybe a small animation that where you see that like that that this effect has a brutal effect on them. It might work just to use some sprites when they are hit with my green spell. Some sprites that where you see some kind of wound or uh, or just some particles. Uh, just some particles. I think the creators are really good at working with particles. So seeing some damaging. I wanna try to explain more exact what I mean. Just to see some. I'm trying to I'm trying to figure out if there is something like that. It's hard to see it so when it happens so quickly, but I don't think so. Just see something dripping off them or exploding, a small explosion on them or a small some droplets flying away or any other small on the body animation. Would kind of feel really like I am damaging the opponents. Like there's something physical happening. Oh, now I need my mana. Okay, so this is a homing spell. Okay, it works actually pretty well. I wish I would have encountered already a bit more of a challenge. For now, it's really not a lot of. How about I run into the enemies? How much damage will I get? So it's no challenge at all actually. It's basically very easy to survive at the moment. I think even in the beginning there should be already some kind of hurdles or simply challenges. So it doesn't just feel like a shootings simulator. Even the uniques I encountered so far, except for a giant right now, he kind of felt like he was attacking me, but most of the enemies, I would really like some challenge there. I would I would even take smaller maps and way harder enemies. I guess that's what happens later, but I'd already take it now. I definitely would like to open a big map. I didn't find a hotkey for that yet or anything. I'd like to see where the map goes or what I've already. Oh, I just noticed I don't even see where I was, I think. I mean, not that I would not remember it, but get that I didn't expect those guys. So how to advance here? Is it probably level dependent, right? The skill trees levels probably come with, but I cannot. Can I get here? I cannot get here though. Or do I have to spend more skill points at the lower levels to get up? It's still open. Okay, this music is way too Diablo 2 like. So far I was thinking it reminds me of Diablo 2, but it does have its own style, which I actually like what this music is. Simply not unique for many people probably who would like to play this game. I'm not sure if the vials shouldn't be up there on E and Q and R instead of the menus, because Z and X is a little bit harder to reach when you're running around. This music's nice. I love how there's huge ogres in this game. I think there is not a single one in Diablo 2 that would be twice the size of the. What did I say? Twice the size. This is okay. 3 times or what? But he looks huge. I would totally add like a really big monsters to it. Taking up half the screen or so. Yeah, I don't like the key bindings for the potions. Nice, finally a different place, except for the challenge portal before. But there could have been a couple. There could have been a couple of places already. I think the map variety was a bit bad so far. There could have been a town in between, maybe dilapidated town or anything really in between, just some small segments, so it's not all just green this whole time. Should I be scared about the music? Am I? This is a boss area, right? I mean, it, I'm pretty sure it is. Let's see. I love the boss fight. For the first 5 seconds, it looks amazing. Love this aura around her. I mean, I've seen the trailer there. There's way more to coming. Way more stuff coming later. It's way too easy though, because I'm just standing here. Maybe there will be some harder or hardcore mode for sure. But so far I'm just standing here and my minions take all the aggro and I was just shooting my spells. Back to the green again. I would expect a lot of green planes ahead of me. But I'm going to add my playtest here. Hope there was something helpful. I'm always welcoming some feedback on, especially on the report I attach, or on the way the report works on my website. So drop me a message on below the video. And thank you for watching.